let's open up this little mini box. Took this right off of the shelf after I had been digging all day. There's this is what you get. Now, I'm sure some of you guys have seen some of these unboxings before where people have gone through what comes in these. Now, the disclaimer is this is mining, and it's the same with this box or the mini mine or the big mine. You know, mining is, it's something that you just take a chance at what you get. You never know. So this box may have something great, it may not. First piece laying on the top, there is a little bit of opal right there. I'm going to dip that in some water, and then I'm actually going to grab some magnifying glasses and a little flashlight. That'll kind of help me determine whether this has some color bars in it, because I'm not sitting in the sunshine, I'm in my garage. So, and I see a little bit of a pink flash right on that top color bar. So there's, not seeing another one, but usually when there's one, there's more than one. But then for sure there is in the top color bar. Anyway, so there's one piece. So that's a great box. So here's another piece. This has clear chalcedony on top of it. All bubbled up. There is a little sliver of opal on that edge. It's not much that I could do with. Don't see a color flash in it. But this back side, this is their nebular obsidian that they call it. And that can turn into a decent cabochon or sphere or other projects. Now this typically doesn't have the opal in it, so go ahead and clean it off a little bit. Oh, that'll be an interesting next piece. So this is the rhyolite. Sometimes there will be an opal rub next to it, but typically this doesn't have it. That can be cabbed as well. So, all right, this is your common opal, or what people call potch. There's no color in it. It's just, that I consider is a garbage piece. So there's some more rhyolite. Not seeing a whole lot on this. This is a rhyolite that's got red in it. These make really cool cabochons. When you grind these things down, it's layered in there, so that red will weave throughout. So those make really nice cabs too. This will make a nice cab as well. That is sort of a clear colored gray right in that. There's a seam right there. So that would make a nice cab. There's a little speck opal on the back side of that. Nothing that's going to turn into what I want. What I'm hoping for out of this box is really one great piece would be really nice. That's the nebular obsidian and the rhyolite. So there's no opal on those ones. And this is what you see in the pile. This is dug straight out of the pile at the mini mine, and the mini mine is bought straight off of the mountain. same stuff you dig through in both places. Biggest difference is you have volume to go through. The mini mine versus the main mine versus this box. So, nope, there's a piece of opal right there. And it does have a color bar in it. I don't know if you guys will be able to see them or not, but there's a color bar right there in the center of that. Maybe I'll go back through the footage after I've gone through all this and see if you can see that color. If not, I'll try to take some close-ups of the ones of color. So these are the pockets that this stuff forms in, these little half-round holes, and they're based in the lava flow usually, or the rhyolite gas bubbles, and then the geyser. Oh, there is a little tiny piece of opal in there. That may be worth scratching back a little bit just to see where I've got that void right there. Just scratching back a little bit. I might do a rub on that just to see if it goes in, if that's the edge of it. I don't think it is, but it'd be worth the rub just to find out. But anyway, as I say, in the biggest difference in your options here, if you can make it to the mini mine, then you have more options. If you can't, this is a great option to get a piece or two of Spencer opal. Now, I have seen a couple unboxings where there really wasn't much precious opal in it, or common opal, and that's just kind of the shovelful that you get. So I'm lucky. I've got 2 pieces so far out of this box with color in them. Should say lucky. I'm happy, tickled to death that I have that. And I'm just kind of going through the big pieces. Oh boy, that's a nice one. Okay, so this is precious opal. There's some color in it. I thought I saw a flash. Let me look again. Either way, there's no flash in this thing. I still am going to be happy because that is sitting on some of that red rhyolite, and there's going to be some purple streaks and color in here that's incredible. I think I'm going to have to do a little bit of a rub to see. Nothing's jumping out at me. I'll take it outside. That's a big piece. It formed sitting like this. The opal would drain down there, and then it would sit in layers and just fill this void clear full. That's cool. I'm happy. That makes me happy. That makes this whole box. Be able to make some really nice pieces out of that. Okay, this is another piece of rhyolite. So that would be a cab. This is a piece of obsidian. This has some of the clear opal on the top of it, a cap. There's none of the white opal or the color in it, but this will make a pretty cab too. So that goes in the cab box. Cab. And this stuff is dirty, so don't expect to open it and just have it jump out at you. Just gotta kind of wipe some of the dust off of it. It's the same at the both mines. You gotta take some water. They've got water at or they've had water at both of them. They've brought water jugs up. I usually take a weed sprayer with me. Here's some of this rhyolite that's banded, so that'll make a really nice cabochon too. But just to kind of get this wet, when you're out in the sun and there's a precious opal flash in this, then screams out at you usually. So, yep, that's another cab pieces. I'm just sorting through the big stuff first. See something that jumps out at me, I'll grab it, pick it up, but I don't care if this box is getting wet because it's all gonna get a bath before we're done here. Grabbing several pieces at a time, roll them over, look at all sides. It's got little bots on top of it, and it's the banded rhyolite. That'll be a really neat cab too. Some nebular obsidian. You can tumble this stuff, shape it and polish it. Whatever you want to do, you can do that. It's all pretty hard stuff. Oh, this is a pretty piece. I don't think there's any opal on it, but it's pretty. Oh, there is opal on it. Holy cow. That's a good piece of opal in there. That's got a lot of layers in that one. Don't see a color bar jump out at me yet. Like I said, I'll take these in the sun before I'll make a determination whether they're colorless or not. Whether they have color or not on them, that's all right. I use this without color. Yeah, I'll have to take this to the sun. I'm not going to say whether it does or not. But I'll use the ones that don't have color bars in them. If they've got really good stripes on them, then I can turn them into vertical cabs, you know, face cabs with the striping. If they don't, then I can use them for practice pieces. As I've got a few people every once in a while want me to teach them how to do this kind of stuff, and I'm not about ready to give them $1,000 piece of opal to practice with. So I'll give them some of this that doesn't have the color bars running through it, and we can practice slabbing and slicing and things like that with those pieces rather than the expensive stuff. And then when they get good enough that they can do those, then, you know, we'll take a trip out to the mini mine and take them, mine them, and they can just pick up some pieces that have some color in it. They did just rework their mine. Like I said, I was out there this last weekend. They reworked the mini mine. I've been out there several times, and they've terraced it. So they've got two main terraces, which makes it so much easier to dig and to kind of see what's going on, and frankly find an opal, because when you're digging through this rock, when that stuff gets packed down, locked together, digging down 6-8 inches is a pretty good day. You know, 4 or 5 foot hole. Well, now you're standing on the side of a wheel, or the side of a hill that's terraced, and you just got to cave this stuff off. So this piece has precious opal in it. Right here in the bottom, I can see a flash color, nice pink, red. There's another bar, and there's some blues and purples. I'll have to take some close-ups of this, I'm sure. But that's not all. This has another on the back side of it that's got some really great color bands. Really nice. They really jump out. I'm hoping you can see that from here. Anyway, So there's another great piece. Have to tell Isaac he should have screened this box a little better. I mean, but that's just it. They don't high grade or anything out there. They just go out to the pile, take a shovel. This is another, I saw at the bottom too. This is another great, good chunk of opal. Oh, there's some green. I see a color bar in that one, right along that top edge there. So, and then there's another pocket here on this back side, and right in the bottom there's some greens and purples in that very bottom band. Looks like there's another color band up on the top, and that looks to be like it's a pretty good deep plate. So there'll be some nice pieces come out of that thing. I've more than paid for this $30 box with what I got. Maybe what I should have done is bought like 4 or 5 of them to do an overall. But I just took the one that was on the top of the shelf, and I just grabbed the first one. I didn't worry about anything else. So I wanted it to be sort of a random deal, as if they had went and grabbed one off the shelf to ship to you in the mail. That's kind of what I wanted. So, more obsidians. Down to a little bit smaller chunks now. Another big piece. Let's get him out of the box. Get all the big stuff, and then we'll run the sieve through the water. Alright, let's grab some of these bigger ones, and we'll throw it here. I just have a little kitchen sieve, a little colander type. Looks like that's got a little opal on that one, just a little piece there. That'll make a little pretty ring cab. That'll be pretty. I don't see a color jump, but that doesn't mean it doesn't have one. Alright, now we'll just take these and get them in here. And I think I've got a little few too many in it. I'll have to put less in next time. We'll just pick those up. Bring them back up over here. Throw those in it. Now they're kind of rinsed off. And we can go through these ones. Not seeing anything screaming at me, so. When there's usually opal on it, it usually just jumps right out at you. I mean, it looks like white glass. That's gives a real nice reflection, and not too. Piece of opal right there. We'll go ahead and just set that to the side because that's the next thing to look for, is the little shards that have been detached from the rocks that we want to pick up, because those sometimes have the best opal in them. Kind of gonna go through this. And this is all tumble stuff here, really. There was a little white I saw in there, a little fleck. There's actually a whole bunch of little flecks, but there was a little bit bigger one I thought I saw when I flipped it, but it's all right. You're gonna throw this and spread this out. There's that little white that I saw, a little piece there. Yeah, you can spread this out kind of thin. There's another little piece there. There's gonna be a whole bunch of little chips in this of opal. So at this point, I'm just gonna go ahead and, whoa, that didn't work out like I wanted it to. I'll pick that up. Go ahead and rinse this thing up. Just a minute, Addie.
Never mind. No. Daddy. I mean, Willow. What are you doing? Can I help?
You certainly can. You want to bring that other chair right over here?
Yes.
We're looking for opals, and we're making a video doing it.
Soda? Addie, you want dirty soda? Does Grandpa want a dirty soda?
Sure, we'd love dirty sodas, huh?
Do you want Dr. Pepper cherry or regular?
Regular?
I can't hear you.
A regular?
Okay.
Grandpa, can I try and look for an opal?
Can you do what?
Try and look for an opal.
Yep, we're gonna have you come right over here next to me. Grab that rag right up there on top of that chair. Grandpa made a mess here a minute ago. Let's wipe up some of this mud.
If you're out of Dr. Pepper,
Just regular Coke's fine.
I think all you have is Coke, vanilla, and Coke cherry.
Coke cherry. Oh, you're a big girl. Move that like a pro. Okay, so now, roll your chair over here next to me. So now what we're looking
What do
for,
opals look like?
they're really, really white. So like, see that white right there? That's a little tiny piece of opal.
Ooh, is that an opal?
That,
The opal? Wait. I
Okay,
thought
so-
something was an
so
opal.
let's look at the big ones first. Let's pull the big ones out and look on the sides of them. But it's going to be really, really white, like bright white. So see like this one, see how white that is? That's how white we're looking for.
That's a big rock.
It is a big
When
one.
are we going to go to that place to get another pink rock?
Well, that's what we're looking for right now. Grandma and Grandpa went last weekend, and there's a pink rock.
But you said you would come with me.
Well, we're gonna go to the gem store, to the crystal shop here in town, and we're gonna look for pink rock here. But Grandma and I went to an opal mine last week. And that's where all this stuff came from, was the opal mine. And I know, because I picked one up, that in that great big bucket over there on the ground, there's a pink opal. That's really pretty.
Grandpa, can I try to do it and then wash these off?
Yep, so you go ahead and scoop up a scoop.
It's really hard. I might have to use my hands,
Yep,
right?
that's fine, yep.
My hands are going to get really dirty,
Yeah.
and I'm going to be eating dinner, so I'm
You're
going
gonna have to wash your hands.
I wash
Okay,
them
now
off.
here's the bucket. Yep, put them in there and then wash them off, and Grandpa
My
will.
hand off and
Yep, and then you can just pick them up out of there, or we can do this. We can go like this. Just a little bit more. And then you can look and see. Oh, I see one. Look at that. That's pretty. You see all that color on top of that?
It has sparkles.
It's got
in it.
sparkles. Huh? Let's show these
saw
guys
that
right
too.
here. So
I saw that too, Grandpa.
yeah, that's pretty, and
I
that's
want
why.
to find a garnet too.
Yeah,
Those are amazing.
garnets would be fun.
Yeah. Can
That's-
I try and light it?
That's why we rinse
try and
these
do it?
off. Yep, you give it some light. Yep, I see the
Whoa.
little greens and pinks and everything,
That's
isn't
so
it? So
cool.
that is so cool. You found
I
your
found
first
it.
opal, huh? Good job.
Is this an opal? Nah, it's not too light. Is that an opal?
No, that's not an opal. Look at that. There's one right there. You saw it, didn't you?
Grandma, I
Good
found
job.
my first opal! And my second opal too.
Yeah, she just got her second one right there.
Okay,
This-
let's go eat your. This is Grandpa's.
This
Go
was
eat
her
your-
first one.
Ooh, good
I
job.
want
Pinks
to
and
keep
greens in
doing
it.
that.
Do what?
You can come back and help. I've got that whole bucket and this whole bucket. to
I
do,
want to
so.
keep helping.
Do you want me to
them.
bring your pizza right here?
My hands need water.
I'll get you a paper towel.
Grandpa, you see my chair closer. My chair accidentally
Yep.
float away. Thank you. Please go like this.
Okay.
I want to sign this.
Here. Get down. Okay, here's a paper towel. Wipe your hands off and have a couple bites, at least for the beginning, okay? Even, and here's your dirty soda. Okay.
Good pizza. Yummy.
Yummy, yummy, yummy. Huh?
How many opals have you found so far?
So far out of this box, we have found all of these.
Those are all opals.
Those all have opals in them. How about that? Seems like a lot. I think there's a lot of opal in there too. Okay, so this is our last scoop out of that box. So, no, that's not the opal. White-ish, kind of grayish actually. But seems like that little teeny tiny piece of white there. That's an opal. That's an opal. Yeah, that's a little piece of opal. Just put it in that big box right there.
Oh, wait. I like dirty sodas.
They're good, huh?
hiccups. Do you even know how to make an opal ring?
What do you think?
I think you do, because you know how to make hundreds of rings.
So here we have some video up close of the opal that we found in that little box. I'm just going to go through and show you some of the opal that was found. I tried to get some of the flashes to show up. You see a hint of color in them, but I got to figure out my lighting so that I can show those a little bit better. If any of you got any suggestions on what kind of lighting to use, I'd be more than happy to take it. I'm a pretty decent photographer, but boy, to get that color without blowing the white of the opal clear out, I just haven't got the right combination yet. Anyway, so there were 4 pieces out of that box that had some really good color bars in it. There's 2 small pieces that have a little bit of color in it as well. So tickled to death. $30 for 4 great pieces of opal. You know, I should go buy a lottery ticket, because that's as good as it gets as far as I'm concerned. So this is a great option for those of you that can't make it to the mini mine, or if you want to take some opal back with you after you've been at the mini mine, give you a chance to dig again. Thanks for watching.